correction, we fun as fuck.
Lit.
Well, you know, good representation. I'm not gonna lie. James, you're really not Mr. Lubin. But and however, you're getting better, because last week I saw you in the videos. You was like Diddy all up in the videos.
Okay,
You was doing the Leo thing. I was definitely feeling it. Tia, welcome. Made it just in time. But shout out to everyone who's always in the building, and to the new people. And to Vontae and DJ L Blaze, welcome back. Neff is always here. We love him. He's been on time 2 weeks in a row. Like Neff, come on, give him drop something for Neff. Like, come on, something. Yeah, Neff is on time 2 weeks in a row. I don't even know what's going on. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a pink moon tonight or something. But I know I'm gonna buy some numbers tomorrow. When's your birthday, bro? I'm gonna really buy some numbers tomorrow, because you a Gemini. I do know that. What are you, for real? Oh, for real? Oh, you the day before my daughter. Okay. You the day before mine. Okay. Well, how was your week, Mac?
My week was pretty good. I've been battling people on the Apple Watch.
You back in effect, huh?
I'm back now. I got my watch back. I'm back now, challenging people to kick 2 people ass this week.
Shout out to the people that couldn't keep up, huh?
Who I thought Anthony Burrell would keep up as much dancing. He forgot to turn his watch on. And now I'm battling her right now, too. So he's the third person who ass I'm kicking right now.
I think Anthony's a liar. I think he just is saying that as an excuse. Like, I forgot to turn
no
my
way
watch
to
on.
turn his watch on, because, like, the movement that he does, and, like, he's
So much, yeah. I thought he was lying, I ain't gonna lie. Because I still think that you probably get more steps in a day. Because you gotta remember, that's an hour. A couple hours a day, because he probably does hour classes. Yeah. And then intervals.
I can tell when his watch on, though, because if he's taking, like, a lot of steps,
yeah.
Some days it'd be like, not that many.
We love Anthony Burrell, though, for real. How was it, wait, not to backtrack, but how was his show? Because you went out to Atlanta for the show, and I was out of town, too.
It was really good. And Nika was there, too. Yeah, it was really
nice?
good. Yeah, it was.
So you know I grew up dancing and all of that, and my youngest dancing.
Did you? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's when I was like 2 to 17.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. I ain't no real hip hop dancer. I'm like a straight contemporary dancer, so I can do modern. All the stuff that he does, yeah. I do. Like, so lifts and all that. Like, I used to be the one getting, like, I used to be bad, yo. I used to have solos and all that.
I know that.
Like, yeah.
It is old, y'all.
That was the shit. So, like, me training London, I really feel like I'm a fake ass momager. Yeah, I'm like, London, you gotta get it. Emotion. Like, do it. Like, come on, feel the, like, come on. And she be in it. Like, she takes good direction. Yeah, she does. But back to your week. I'm sorry.
Shit, just same thing. Just working out and having meetings with Let's Chat, and then today was thrown off a little bit. Kim been in town since Wednesday.
Lil Kim.
Yeah, and she actually supposed to be our guest tonight, but she was like, I promise you, just we'll redo it and base everything I do around here, around the podcast. Because I met her at the mall, and the time kind of got away from both of us. I met her at the mall like 4:30, and we leave till like 7:45. I had to rush to get here. And she started to get her hair done, and I was like, you're not going to make it. She's one of the people that take a long time already to get dressed. So me, it's just, I heard just get dressed and come. Like, she said the guy was waiting for her to get do her hair, and she had to do makeup after that. I was like, you're not making hair.
But we love Kim. Like, the last memory, or the best memory I have of Kim, Larry. DJ L Blaze, you remember? It was like her birthday weekend. So she and my mom share a birthday weekend, and Renee Graziano.
Yeah.
We love them. They have a birthday weekend, and we were out. We had the Sprinter. Remember, we were out here. I wasn't living here yet. And we had Missy with us.
Yeah, Missy with us, man.
And we dropped up her, remember, like, she left her wallet. She left something on the bus. And we had to go, like, pick up her nephew, or somebody had to come back and get it. You had to do that later. But we was throwing shit at Missy. We was taking mad pictures.
You remember that night?
You don't remember that?
What are you talking about?
It was years ago. It was a
I
couple
remember
years
New Year's Eve that she was missing.
No. This was her birthday weekend.
Okay.
And because I was out here visiting. Like, my kids were here for the summer.
We went to Live that night.
We were leaving Live. That's exactly where we were leaving. Because at the time, boom. I don't remember what day, but...
Because we took a picture, and like, we all took a picture with K-Fox there?
Yeah, K-Fox.
Okay.
Yeah, it was on a Friday night, I remember.
But we back in the Sprinter, and we about to leave, and Missy's like, has her mouth open, and Missy's sleeping. We're throwing shit. We're throwing shit in her mouth.
Yeah,
we ain't shit. Me and Larry ain't shit. We throwing shit in Missy's mouth and taking pictures. We taking pictures next to he acted like he got his elbow in her mouth. It was just like real crazy. But that was one of the best nights. But she was so like down for all the bullshit.
Around the time, like not too long.
Yeah.
Probably before that. Yeah.
It was she had the baby already, but she.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Then she's out here. Yeah, no, it was a great time.
She's hosting Studio 183 on Sunday, so we'll be turned up this Sunday.
I'm gonna try to make it back.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be in Port St. Lucie.
Oh okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it.
Her and Nelly Nunn, they both hosted on Sunday.
I thought Nelly was supposed to be here last.
She was, but Jacob had got sick, so we moved her to this week. Okay. And it was actually Jacob's birthday that day last Sunday, but he got sick.
Is she gonna come?
Probably, I don't even know.
Okay, so that'll be good. Somebody's birthday.
Nelly gets here tomorrow, and then they both host together on Sunday.
That'll be a good thing.
Yeah.
Same table? Or 2 tables?
Probably. Yeah. They sit in the same hotel. They friends with each other too, so yeah.
I was wondering because a lot of people might come with them, but if
she here by herself, that's why I had to go to the mall with her. It's just her assistant, and her security. Oh, so that's why last night she was like, "You not going up there? Like I kind of want to go out there. I ain't got nobody here." She said, "But I see a lot of people in town." Yeah. She didn't realize it was Rolling Loud because she came here for like a conference seminar type of thing that she did with Rick Ross.
With Karen Civil and
Karen Civil, yeah. So that was on Wednesday. But then she realized all these people was here. She was like, "Well, I want to go out," but she didn't go out last night because she was like, "I want to go by myself." So then today, that's why I met up with her. She's never been out here all this time, just sitting in her damn hotel. So I may go out with her tonight.
Okay, where y'all gonna go? Something Rolling Loud?
Story.
Okay, Stories are good.
I see Moneybag Yo and the City Girls hosted.
Okay.
I connected her with
City Girls, right? Yeah, I remember you did that. He's always the connector.
I am.
Always. That's it.
I'm the socket. Fuck the plug. I got all the electric.
Oh God. He got that Libra. Taking all the credit. Leo, we be humble,
Whatever. You got those cocky son.
That's about other stuff. That's about other shit though,
Nah, y'all the cocky sign.
About other shit, not necessarily like about taking credit for stuff though. No, I don't know. Shut up. He like, I don't know about that. But that was it.
Yeah, for my week, how was
that was good. No, my week was real light. London wasn't really feeling good starting the week Sunday and then whatever. But then we started doing dorm shopping for Anaya, my oldest, and it started getting really real.
Yeah.
It started getting real. I might have shed a tear or two. Thugs cry. Real thugs cry. I don't know. It was weird because I think it's a great thing that she's gonna spread her wings. So for me to be like emotional about it, it felt really awkward. It was getting weird. But
how's she handling it?
She don't want to leave. And she's a mama's girl. Like she's we're super close, me, her, and sister. So she don't want to leave. I was like, what are you gonna do when me and London leave you on campus and fly?
She'll be homesick for like a month, but they should get used to it.
I was like, no, that's what I was telling her. I'm like, you're gonna have so much fun, and she doesn't really understand that she will. But she was like, I'm gonna cry, and I was like, I get that.
It'll be like the first month, and then she'll get it.
I don't even think she's gonna be homesick for the first month. I think she's gonna be homesick for 1 hour, and then she's gonna go out because moving day and school starting is like a week before, so they're gonna have some like parties. I'm sure the Alphas that have a party. I'm sure the Deltas, the AKAs, like everybody's gonna have. Oh God, I forgot. And the Kappas, right? Oh my bad. I did that on purpose, yeah. But I'm sure everybody's gonna have parties beforehand. Yeah. So you're gonna get out there, whatever. And she was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I'm like, you're wild. She's gonna be good. Like she's gonna be really good, but she really does not see that. She's very, like I always said, Leo's a humble. She's like a double Leo, even though she ain't a Leo, because she's humble.
Leo's not humble like that. I don't know what
she's a Gemini. No, she's super humble. No, she really does not. I always say like, nigga, if I was you in high school, because you couldn't tell me shit in high school. Leo. You couldn't tell me shit in high school. I was that. You see, my people came, like I was that. Matter of fact, we should have talked to those guys. We should have talked to those guys that was there last week. Because remember Sleep came, he was from high school. He's like, yeah, I was that. But like they could have told you like around the way, like they couldn't touch me because I was like my brother and sister, like Ty's sister, whatever. But like, if I was Anaya, like,
right.
But she don't, which I love though. That's really a good thing.
Humble air sign.
No, but like I said, that was the only real thing. But then something crazy happened, and I got to a little, and I'm glad that I'm here because I always bring my shit here. I don't know why, but I always bring my shit here for either y'all to slap me in my face and tell me I'm wrong, or for y'all to like boost me up that I was right. But I got into it wasn't a tiff, it wasn't like no beef or anything, but I realized that I felt some kind of way. One of my friends is still cool with my ex, right? So now this is the thing. It's an ex that I don't fuck with. Like I really don't fuck with like that, right? And you only met them because of me. So it's not like y'all were friends before. Because if y'all were friends before, or if you were like a friend that we met together, I could understand.
But how did the friendship, how did all that take place too while y'all were dating?
Just being out and stuff like that. Just nothing, like they were my friends, so they would come out with us.
Oh, okay.
And
I didn't know if they built a bond while y'all were together.
Well, that's my point. What kind of bond y'all building? Or what kind of bond did you build?
Right.
I'm not too sure. And they try to make it seem like it was nothing, but I was like, I don't know the fuck. Like, I really don't even like the person. Like, we really don't mess with each other. So that was my issue. And am I the only person that is, or am I crazy for being weird about that?
No.
That's what I was saying.
I don't think so either, but.
Yeah, but doesn't that mean you're possessive?
Hold up.
Wait, how good of a
I don't want him back. Now, I'm saying that, and see, that's what I was wondering. Okay, so Dr. Todd.
I just feel like don't bring it around
asked
me.
if I was possessive. See, I don't want you even talking to him because, you're supposed to be my friend. So you're supposed to be.
Yeah, it's kind of possessive.
Right.
No,
my whole thing is, I would just be like,
you don't even know that
y'all be
motherfucker.
friends.
How you
just
even
don't
know
even
that?
mention them around me. I don't want to hear about that.
Nah, I don't even like that. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Why? What's the vibe?
If me and them were, because we are not cool at all, we're in a
So
bad
how close
space.
is the friend? Is it
Yeah,
like a real
it's
close
like
This is a
friend?
close friend. I thought we were close friends. So that's my point.
Did you mention it to her?
Yeah, I said, why
What was
you
your response?
Yeah,
what was the response?
Oh, they didn't really do nothing to me. Nigga, they did something to me and your god kids. My kids are her god kids.
Okay,
I'm talking about my ex-husband. So that's what I'm trying to say. So now for me,
But that's a long period of time though. Y'all was married for a while though.
yeah, but this is my thing though. I'm okay.
And they was together for a long time.
Yeah, they didn't even know that while we was in college like that. Cause she wasn't in college with us and stuff like that. She knew him after. But my thing was, I'm not. One thing about me, don't talk bad about him, especially in front of my kids. Cause one is obsessed with her dad, so which is great. So don't try to play him, cause she gonna look at you crazy. So I'm not saying to be a dick. I'm just saying why are you his friend? We really don't fuck with each other. But I'm very much a person that is, if he's around, let's be cordial. So when if he comes around, I'll be like, be cool. Where was we at? And I was like, and Matt was like, can I be nice? Oh, nice, sweet 16. Matt was like, can I say hi?
I wasn't going to speak.
Because that's my nigga. That's what I'm talking about. Wait, say it again.
That's kind of like.
I wasn't going to speak though, but.
Because that's my real
What
friend.
she's talking about, you know what I'm saying, your friend.
But no, but the difference is, I met MEEKA first. I met Speedy through MEEKA. So
That is true, yeah.
And then,
But that's the same thing.
but this person has been around y'all.
A little bit more, not much more.
Oh, so I didn't know that.
Because you gotta remember, that's 10, 11 years. That person probably been around maybe 3 more years than that. Not much longer.
Yeah, but if that's a godparent, then obviously y'all mad tight. And
Right, they're a
That
godparent.
don't mean nothing.
But they was a godparent while y'all was together, so that's a
Yeah,
godparent.
me and them is tight. I don't think he wanted to be a godmother. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it real.
So
He one of his people.
you might need to drop
I said no. But what I'm trying to say is, that was my whole thing. Matt said, can I say hi? I was like, no. Say hi. My parents don't play that. They not talking to this motherfucker at all. But I'm like, don't do that. Be cordial or whatever, just in general, because
Well, I didn't know all the stuff that she went through with this, so I was just like, I don't really have to speak to him.
Exactly, but that's my point. If you are my friend and that girl is my friend, you know all the shit that we went through, like for you to even be cool, like I'm in a whole other state. For you to still be cool, like that's some weird shit. Like you think that you about to fuck with him or something. I don't know, some weird shit to me.
So I guess my question is, how cool are they? Because that means I think there's a level to
I don't know.
Like, are they calling each other on the phone?
I don't know.
Are they liking each other's pictures?
Well, how do you know about them being cool? And
so somebody told me that they were on like Facebook together or something, and she was commenting on his stuff, and I was like,
So is this
wow.
a comment?
Comment like in a nice way, which means that they're friends, like they follow each other and they're still friends. Like for you, I wouldn't even be commenting. Like if you even follow him still or whatever, how that works.
No, I never follow.
I'm not a Facebook person, but if you still follow, like Jay still follow, but you're not gonna comment on that motherfucker shit.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, oh, glad you're happy. Meanwhile, my daughter crying about some shit you just said an hour ago. You know what I'm saying? Because he has a bad relationship with my oldest. So I'm just like, tumultuous one, I should say. It's back and forth. But for me, like, you shouldn't be friends with this person if you know the shit that we're going through.
I know, I follow you.
In real time.
Like when we go out, like I follow Yelly the situation. You know what I mean? Like I remember we were in New York, we seen him, we bumped into him. I'm like, all right, I'm following Yelly.
that's kind
But I did.
Now you like, yo, we came to the crib, everybody. He's like, yo, I said, what's up? He was in the crib, we were all there.
What crib?
This is the old crib. When I came up for.
But we was cool. Oh no, you talking about when Ayana? Okay, when you came up, and then like Ayana went out with Naya. Okay, yeah, no, that was like, that was so random. That was like,
I was like, cause I came up like, yo, why?
He came up with his ex and her oldest daughter or whatever is the same age as Naya, like a year younger or something. And he was taking my kids out for the day or something, and he was bringing them to hang out with the kids. So I was like, he said, oh, she can come with us. See, he be doing that bullshit, trying to act cool. I said, she could come. But they had a good time. They had a good time, though. That was good. They went to like Sky Zone or some shit where they fly.
Okay.
No, the shit where they fly.
I
fly. So that was cool. But not to dwell on that, I'm just saying, like, I'm glad I'm not crazy. That is not.
Well, what was the conclusion? What did we say? Are y'all saying?
They said that I'm not crazy. Feel like it's weird.
Yeah, it's okay for you to feel the way you
guess it's still the timeline, right?
It's okay to feel that way.
Still friends with?
How much?
What?
Still friends with?
I mean, it just happened this week. I mean, I'm not gonna not be friends with her.
So you just
I just
found
felt
out?
that it was not cool.
Oh, so it's
You just found out this week?
Yeah, I just found out this week, and that's what I'm saying. How long it's been? That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Shit happens.
He said shit happens. Fuck you.
Right.
See, this is why she wasn't talking to you 3 weeks ago. Don't let me get on her good side again. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. But yeah, no, that was it. So we're gonna take a 3. Okay, with one question.
Okay, so is there anybody that you're cool with still that you met through him?
Nope.
Okay. Because if they reached out to you because they know how salty.
I don't fuck with them. None of them. They the ops. I'm really from the hood. Like I really be taking this shit to the next level. I'm like, you the ops. Like they be in my they'll comment on my picture. I'm like, oh, I thought I blocked your ass. Block now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Shit like that. Like I don't even want you to see because I feel like even them watching me is them saying some shit that he could have in court back in the days. Like, you know, oh, the bitches in Dubai. You know what I'm saying? Like all kind of shit.
How did your friend feel about you suggesting that they not be cool?
They didn't see it, but then when I pointed out if I was friends with your ex, they were like, oh, but that's different. How is it different? Me and them are super cool, actually. Because my ex is less social and less sociable, I guess, than her ex. Her ex was a Leo, super like friendly and everybody's face. We were very cool. And I said, if I was still cool with taking phone calls or two, whatever, you have a problem. She's like, but that's different. You know, how is it different? So that's when she's like, you know what, I see what you're saying. So I just thought I was, but then today talking to you earlier about somebody else, and I was saying like they're annoying, like why they used to be around us, and I was like, I used to try to act like everything was cool.
That was just, because I think you was in a different space then, and that was just a form of entertainment and stuff like that. So you didn't look at that as being.
It was.
And then you actually now realize you're not in that same space. And you realize like, damn,
annoying as fuck.
And they've been annoying, but you just was not. You was in a space where they was entertaining you and showing attention, so you just wasn't looking at it like that. You were just looking at it from a standpoint of
entertainment.
Entertainment purposes only.
My personal only fan.
right. So that's all that was.
Okay, I can see that. Because I was like, damn, am I really crazy? Because I had a problem with that too. Like, because back then I had a problem with him coming around after too.
I think you were just.
But I never said nothing because I don't necessarily care because it's not gonna bother me.
I can't
it's
tell.
Not gonna, yeah, because you know it's not gonna disrupt my fun. I'm gonna have a great ass time still. Yeah. I might be on the other side of the table. I might not even acknowledge you. So it's not even gonna bother me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. We're gonna take this 3-minute break. DJ L Blaze, take us out. Get a drink. We're gonna come back with trending topics. Hey, Dice. Is that Dice? That was weak. But hey. But where's Kendra? What's going on? Hey. A real nigga's home.
Oh yeah, a real nigga in the building.
Shout out to Alfonso, aka Pink Ocean Yachts. He's home.
We said shout out to Alfonso, claps is free.
Clap word. Like y'all so what? Let's do this again. No, sorry, no. No, DJ Outplay, we gotta do this all over again. It was corny. A real nigga's home.
Ain't nobody drinking. You ain't got no company.
A real, yeah. Come on, y'all ignoring me. Like, what's going on? She's like,
let's get it, MEEKA.
A real nigga's home. Woo!
That real nigga Libra too. Y'all can still clap.
Nah, we missed you, bro.
That's right.
Sapphire been holding it down.
Yeah.
Definitely missed you out there. Oh yeah, he giving her the look. Oh God. We're in public, guys. Slow down. How'd you get here? I don't even know I'm singing my own. But you know what? But I do want to like backtrack a little bit because DJ L Blaze played part of the game, and you know that's the intro to 50's new show, Raising Kanan.
Okay.
And you know that shit was super nostalgic for me because it's Queens in the 90s. That's when I grew up. I'm 79 baby, but like I was in high school in the 90s, 97, and so. It was just like, it was super dope. Because the opening scene was at Jamaica High School. The opening scene, then like right after that was Baisley Park. Like all kind of shit. Like it was just so dope. I loved it.
You feel like you was home?
I felt like I was home. I was watching that shit. Like I just felt like I was home. I thought it was dope as fuck. No, but shout out to 50 because that was like a dope thing for the culture.
It is.
Yeah. But I was mad because all the people that went to Jamaica was like, that's my school. Whatever. I went to Hillcrest, it's right next door. But anyway, rest in peace to Keisha Cole's mom.
Man,
Frankie.
I was disappointed in that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Frank the Bank.
On her birthday.
Wait, she died on her birthday?
Yeah. She was celebrating her birthday.
What's she had?
She overdosed? She overdosed?
Whoa. That's crazy.
I had no clue.
She was celebrating her birthday.
I had no clue.
Well, when they found her, it was her birthday. So that's what the night before.
It could have been the night
Yeah, the
before.
night before leading into her birthday. Yeah, she overdosed. And it's like, dang, I feel like some people just can't keep the habit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's been like...
She turned 61 or 62?
She's so young, yeah. Like, it was 61?
61.
Wow.
But it's hard for your body to continue, like, as you get older, like, your body can
like
take that. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? From being so young to, like, 90 in your 60s, it's like, that's a lot of wear and tear. And she, I guess, couldn't really shake that spirit.
Yeah, she could have. I mean, she was such a dope soul, though.
She was.
Like even though that show is who we remember, like, we don't even remember Neffy and those people.
Nah, she had all the
we
one
remember
line,
her.
like, man down.
Yeah.
Holla.
Holla. Like, yeah,
she had, like, all the things. She was funny. Like, Neffy cried every episode, but her mom was, her mom was going to say something funny.
Her mom was lit.
No, her mom was definitely lit. It's like, yeah. No, she she just had so many, like you said, not just so many one-liners, but she just had so much personality, so much energy. She really gave all of it, and she wasn't even trying. That was just her. Yeah, it was just her. So it made the show.
Without her, I don't think the show would have been like, you know.
Nah, I definitely would have
you know
like.
What I mean?
Yeah, it was definitely like Frankie that. Yeah. But I think she was the core of a lot of things.
And
too.
she was like the first, I feel like, reality mom that we really got to see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because after that was like Nancy, Mama Jones. You know what I mean? Like that. But they were like the first ones before you got all these other reality moms.
She was definitely before Mama Jones. Yeah,
she was. Sure, she was like the first one whose mom was on there, and you actually got to meet somebody's mom, and she had a big, huge personality. So everybody kind of felt.
And she was real because she had a lot of real life issues, like you said.
that she was dealing with on television, and I just feel like everybody kind of connected with her, so it was like a shocker to everybody. Like a lot of people.
You know what I didn't like though? So when they said the rest in peace and they said everything on different blogs, I guess her son posted it first, and.
How they found out the daughter, one of the daughters did it first?
No, he posted something, and we posted him.
No,
so
the daughter.
But what I'm talking about is with the drama, like with what I'm about to do.
Oh, no, drama, okay.
Okay, was him posting her, and like it's a sad message, and you know, like I miss you or whatever. He posted her, and we was talking about it, and everybody was commenting on this post in particular, and thank you, Larry. And they were commenting on her, and they were like, talk a lot of crazy shit. And he was like, yo, y'all remember that's my mom. And I like that, like he stood up for that. Because people get crazy, people get disrespectful, you know. And I guess they were getting crazy, but I love that. His name is Sammy, so I love that he was like really standing strong, like, yo, that's my mom. Like at the end of the day, we're not gonna do this.
Yeah, as you should. Like,
yeah. A lot of people don't find that, yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely crazy. But we can talk about the Milwaukee Bucks winning the championship. I love Giannis. Like, I'm a big fan of his. Like, I already knew he was going to bring a title there. But you know CP3 is like a little brother to me. Like, I wanted him to... We talked about this a couple weeks ago. And we were talking... They were like, he's going to get a ring. We were talking about it here. And they were like, he about to get a ring now. And I was like, well, I hope so. Well, great. But I just felt like, you know, because I hate that he's been getting tossed around as a superstar. He's a superstar. Right.
Like, he should not be tossed around the way he's been tossed around. But they were like, oh, he's going to get his ring now, so it doesn't matter. And I was like, you know what, I'm with that shit. If he gets his ring now, he's been tossed around, but he got his ring, then it's all worth it. But then he didn't. So for me... I
wanted them to win too, honestly, because somebody went to college with James Jones. He played in the league for a while. Yeah, but he went to UM the same time as I did. He played basketball. And he's their GM or something now. So I was like rooting for him too. Like, I wanted James to be able to get
his ring
too. So yeah.
Because everybody gets their ring. The videographer too.
Yeah, everybody.
Vontae, rethink these. The DJ too, Larry. Everybody get a ring. Yeah. Everybody gets a ring. The ball boy, everybody gets a ring. It's so crazy. Like, it's so amazing. I was like, but no, I definitely was a little disappointed, but only because Chris wasn't able to get his ring. Like you said, James Jones couldn't get, they just couldn't get one. And so that, it kind of hit me a little bit hard, because I was like, damn. But I'm a big fan of Giannis. So, like, I already knew he's a power fucking house.
And they showed him at Chick-fil-A the next day.
That shit had me on the floor.
Chick-fil-A ratings went up. Well,
for sure.
He didn't get an endorsement from Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, for sure. And Sprite and lemonade. What's that? Sprite and lemonade.
Yeah, he was like half Sprite.
50 nuggets. Yeah. Not 51, not 49. 50 nuggets. And a half Sprite and half lemonade. I was like, yo, I just loved it. I loved his spirit. I loved his energy with it. Like, I thought that was dope. 50 years since they won. So, you know, he deserved it. He's a powerhouse. Like, he definitely deserved it. But.
And that was his opportunity, too.
You clearly didn't want them to win? He's like,
oh no, we talking about the nuggets.
We talking about him eating all the
nuggets. Okay.
50 nuggets, he ate them shit by himself. Nah, I wanted the Suns to win.
Oh, you did too? Okay.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, everybody did, I feel like.
But that's okay.
That's what it is.
All right, so what about this? I seen a woman who got charged for murder because her husband's dying words was basically that she killed him.
So wait, so this story is, there's a couple, a married couple, and the guy is being like rushed off in the ambulance or whatever, and she already told them that she shot him by accident. And he said, no, she didn't. It was on purpose.
This dying words, he said she shot him on purpose.
Yeah.
Hold on, she said that?
No.
She said it was by accident. But he was there, and he was like, nah, she didn't shoot me on accident. He ended up dying, but he let them know before he died, like, nah, she shot me on purpose.
She shot him on purpose.
That's what he said.
Told that.
And then they arrested her, and it's a wrap.
Yeah, that's her fucking bad.
Don't shoot on Ty.
Yeah.
But she must have shot him and was like, oh, they have before the cops to save him, make she change their mind.
Yo, Ty, you shoot me.
First of all, she should have waited before the like how the ambulance got there before. Somebody had to call. She should have waited till he died before she called 911. Die, nigga. I'm just saying, like, I'm just thinking about if somebody would do that. You know me, I'm like, Angel, hey.
So hold on. Why he like, call 911, you're like, nah, I'm gonna wait.
I'll be like, wait, I can't find my phone. I'll be like, I can't find my phone. Phone be in the back pocket. I can't find my phone. Oh my God. It's dying. It's dying. The phone is dying. That's what I would say. I definitely, no. I'm sick, yeah. No, it's definitely.
Fucked up.
That's crazy.
But I definitely would not expect that. I wouldn't have expected it.
What, for that man to tell?
No, I wouldn't have expected that he would have been in a position to tell. Like,
He might have came too. She might have thought he was like paying.
Yo, that's her bad. That's her bad.
okay,
She should have did it. Shit. How about that?
Yeah, that's her bad.
You gotta kill him in his sleep, Tasha, clearly. You can't.
You know where he got shot? Like where his body?
It's the chest. Okay, so yeah. The chest. He should have been out for the
They could
count.
have brought him back too or something. She might have been out, brought him back too, and he had enough sense to say that.
He making sure he tell him, like, yo, she shot my ass.
It takes a while for you to
I mean, it was clearly a problem. They was fighting. I don't know.
Yeah, 'cause I didn't really see why this shit.
They didn't say why. He just said that it wasn't an
At that point, it happened, so it's like,
Yeah.
because how you
It was an accident.
right?
Yeah.
Nah, she should be an accident.
Nah, no, it was on purpose. Arrest her ass.
Hold on, I want to say something. So I read something today in Jamaica. They're trying to ban whooping your child because this guy whooped his stepson who was 4 years old with a stick because he wouldn't eat his food. And
That ain't
the
his
baby
child.
died. The baby died.
That ain't his shot.
Shit, how bad was you whooping the damn shit? That ain't no whooping.
Yes,
That's the point.
That's a
They-
murder.
They said what happened was the baby was suffering from malnutrition. They wasn't feeding him. So when it was time for him to eat, he couldn't like eat fast because his body wasn't used to taking
Oh, now you
food.
taking the food in, yeah.
Right. So then the stepdaddy whooped him with a stick, and then they took him to the hospital. He died. So now the stepdaddy locked up, and now they're trying to pass the law in Jamaica that you can't whoop your child.
That's crazy.
Wow. The step.
It's the stepdaddy.
That's why I said the step should not be touching my kid with anything but a hug. Like, nigga, you better not be whipping my kid with no stick. What the fuck is wrong with you?
4 years old.
Yeah, that's 4 years
Not
old.
with a stick. Not with a stick. I can understand a little tap on the hand or something, a little pop in the, like, nah, not no stick.
She was already starving that baby. Like,
But,
They wild.
yeah, no, that was a lot.
it's a lie.
It's a lot.
It's getting weird. It's a lot.
Well, Kanye West had like a listening party
Yeah.
in the whole arena, and him and Jay-Z have reunited.
Yeah.
Clearly,
That was great.
So that is dope.
That's dope.
And
That's
then
dope for the
I also read too on the way here that fans were selling air from that.
For $3,000.
But who the fuck buying that shit?
Somebody. Somebody. Honestly, like DJ Blaze, they're selling the air from here online. They don't even care that it's not from the actual shit because somebody's dumb is gonna buy that shit.
This is the air from Donda.
Yo, I should have bought me a
container.
But it's like, who is gonna to buy
I
that?
promise you somebody's gonna buy that shit. I'm following that shit. Somebody's gonna buy it.
How you gonna prove where it came from?
Right.
$100.
$100. No,
And then what you gonna do with that air?
Oh no, he took it though. They know the pictures are here.
Right.
But how do you know the air proof
But what
is?
you gonna do with it?
Because he took the picture at the concert. And he put the air
So he
from
can put that under his mattress to give him a different front and back.
$3,000.
3,000. Something like 3,300 or something, right?
$333.
Yeah. Some crazy shit.
This world is spiraling out of control
Out of fucking
at this
control.
point.
I'm mad
Ain't
the
it?
fruit platter was $65.
The what?
A fruit platter for $65.
The fruit platter. Here.
$65.
I don't know.
Oh.
It was
$4 in shipping for that?
on the menu.
$4 for shipping? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them in the air.
That ain't the right ear.
It ain't be light as a feather.
That ain't the right ear.
In the rumor mill, they say he might show up at Rolling Loud tomorrow. That's just in the rumor mill. Like,
He might need to.
it got passed by me today. They say he may show up to Rolling Loud tomorrow. Just because it's another big space where people are congregating,
Okay.
and it's another opportunity for him to
Be out
play
there.
his music.
Okay, so I was gonna say, like, now that I realize that it's for like the Travis Scotts, the ASAP Rocky,
It makes sense.
the Hood Brats, I wouldn't think that he would come.
Yeah.
Well, he's still trying to reach that demographic too.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and I feel like a lot of demographics.
I feel like he's gonna always reach that. I feel like he's gonna reach everybody. Like
Right.
him or Jay-Z, like those people, they're gonna always reach our demographic and everybody young
But
because they
to
want
be
to
able
say
to
about
display,
music.
remember it was in Atlanta, so if you got a whole audience that you already know is gonna be here, it's like, hey, I might as well pop up here in Miami real quick
And do the same thing.
and have maybe not as long.
Minty dancing. Somebody can
Maybe
somebody
not
get
long.
Minty from the door?
Shirley, thank you, Shirley.
Damn. Oh God, she about to cuss
Is
you out.
Shirley like the usher at
I
the
said
church?
somebody.
Hey, Shirley.
Shirley, I was
Shirley
the
bringing out the fans and all sorts of
Tia,
stuff.
like shout out to y'all.
Got the church finger. Thank you, Tia and Shirley. That's Sister Shirley. Is that name?
Sister Tessa. Yes.
We got distracted by Shirley.
I know, right?
Sister Shirley.
Well, I definitely want to talk about something that I saw. I saw this actually last week. We never got a chance to touch on it because we had so many guests. But Simone Biles, we know her, gymnastics extraordinaire. She did an interview. Hey, Noosh. She did an interview and she talked about how she snagged her ball of boot because she dates was it Jonathan Owens or somebody?
Yeah.
She dates somebody. He plays football. So
And he said he didn't know who she was.
yeah, right. She had a whole fucking blue check. Nigga, she had a blue check and millions of followers.
But that's what
I was
he
gonna say,
said.
okay,
I didn't
but
know who she
listen, Sapphire, before we even get there, let me keep calm. Let me go back to being calm. I'm sorry. So Simone says that she bagged her ball of boo by sliding into his DMs.
How'd that go?
And
She back.
she bagged him. What do you mean how'd that go?
It went
great. It went great. Like they're together, they're living life together, they're living together and everything.
Right.
But my thing is that what we're doing? I guess we're like,
I guess taking the chance. Who's that? He's gonna get rowdy.
that's whoever you talking to, Mitzi, but
Oh.
she was loud. Like, Mitzi ain't loud.
I heard it's a baby.
Mitzi, you loud like that? Why you so loud?
Fresh from Africa.
Rocco, hey! Yo, Mitzi.
Hey.
Mitzi told she had a drink in the car.
Right.
She came in with a drink. Exactly. I'm mad. I'm mad at that shit. But no. So I'm glad to see that we're not like
You said a lot of people doing it.
shooting their shots.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
Okay. Well, I'm
I
not
feel like a
doing
lot of
that.
girls shoot their shot. Don't act like
I don't shoot my shot. I don't do that.
Yes, you do.
No. In person I do.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
In person, but you on a whole DM, I'm not gonna shoot
Oh,
my
I'm
shot.
talking about DM, but I'm just saying like.
I'm not gonna shoot my shot. Yeah, in person.
Yeah, in
But
person.
I'm not DMing no nigga. Betsy, put your hand down. I'll put your hand down. Yeah, put your hand down. I'm not DMing no nigga
Okay.
that I feel like is like he's on a team. I think he was playing with Houston. He was playing with somebody
I don't remember.
last season. He was on a team and she DM'd him, whatever. Like I wouldn't even do that. But my thing is, it's not gonna work the same for everybody. Like everybody's taking her cues.
Yeah.
She has a whole blue check. They know it's her. She's a gold
But you seen they interview him first. He was like, I didn't even know it was her. And then we was out and about, and everybody was like, yeah, everybody knew her. Like, damn, she must be
He's
good.
a whole fucking liar.
I think he was lying too.
I think he's a whole fucking liar.
I think he was lying too.
Because in this day and age,
Definitely went to a page and went through the page.
definitely in her day. Matter of fact, hold up.
Everybody know who the fuck she is.
Let me just go to see what her. Let me see what her page bio is.
First of all,
That means in a year now.
when she DMs him, if the blue check is
Blue
already
check.
there.
That's what I said. Blue check is there.
Right
You don't have to
here.
look for that. Yeah, when he said he didn't know.
All right, the blue check
Everybody
is
know
there.
of her, but
The blue check is there. Not only that, 4.5 million followers.
Okay.
I don't even want to see what he has right now, because I know it's like 10,000. But Olympic gold medalist.
Okay? Like,
Let's stop.
You ain't
Boy,
gotta
stop.
You ain't gotta look through her page.
Boy,
You hear about
stop.
her, you know who she is.
Here he go right here. Here in Japan with this boy. Boy, stop. Jay Owens. Oh, it's Owens. Did I say that already? Okay, he got 90,000 followers now, guys.
Right, through her.
Now. Through her. I'm sure he had about 10
he
before.
got some through her. Yeah, he definitely got a lot through her.
A lot through her. So let's stop. You didn't know who she was? Boy, stop.
Your mom, somebody done told you.
He knew it said Olympic gold medalist on the top. That's the first fucking line.
That's true. But nah,
Next to the blue check.
I went to an event with like a lot of them girls when we won the Super Bowl. Gabby Douglas and like the rest of them other girls. I didn't know who the rest of them. I knew who
Shout out
Gabby
to
Douglas
Louise.
was, but I didn't know who the rest of the girls was.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Right, Larry?
But
He
had
might
they
not.
slid in your DM and you
you probably been able to just check out more.
Right,
Yeah,
you gonna know who that is. Right.
yeah, you be able to do more research.
Exactly. Like once you even see that, you're gonna do more research.
Yeah.
I do research on any like a bum nigga. Like what the fuck you talking about? Like you know.
I feel like girls might do more research than guys.
Nah, he doing research too. Because let me not tell my story.
Because she DM'd him.
Let me mind my business.
Tell your
and shit.
story.
You might look at the followers.
Okay, I'm gonna tell my story.
Tell your
I'm gonna tell my story.
This is my story.
I'm gonna tell my story, but I was trying to like, let me try to change it up a bit. Let me try to change it up a bit.
Time with MEEKA, let's go.
Let me change it up a little bit.
Oh, don't give us a remix.
I'm gonna give y'all a remix. I'm gonna give y'all a little remix so we don't know who, we don't figure it out. But, no. Because dudes do research too. Because.
Okay, I do remember.
Okay. There we go. That's what I said.
But no, I mean, go ahead. Because
That's it.
I call
I
on.
didn't tell you. You know, that's all I say.
Oh, that was for me?
Yeah.
Oh.
It started with you.
Okay.
And it was
I
you.
remember.
Yeah, no.
I remember twice. I remember it happened twice.
Yeah, it did.
Okay, so
It
yeah.
happened before that, but with other people, but.
But I'm saying two different people twice.
Yeah. But even more recently, like somebody was like, "Why you didn't say this and that?" And I'm like, what?
Right. I remember that time.
Yeah.
I remember the time before that too.
Yeah, but I'm like, what? Nobody cares about that. That's like so.
Right.
But the point is that niggas do research too.
But in that situation, in the second situation, the nigga friends did research, not them.
That's true, but
Right.
the friend.
If it wasn't for the friends, they wouldn't have known.
Their friends like, let me not see you on the episode. Let me not see you on reality TV. Nigga, like what?
Oh, time out, wait. We just got some tea rolled in. So look, the persecutors are about to seek evidence in court alleging that R. Kelly had sexual relationships with 2 teenage boys.
What?
Oh, R. Kelly's just off the chain.
Kelly's
Right?
wildin'. No, don't say that. Don't say that.
Where do you put him at this point? Confinement?
What is hot off the press.
That's hot off the press. That's real hot. That is scorching hot. That is scorching
Right.
fucking hot.
You like what we call it? Like how she gave us that news. I don't
I
know
don't
what
know.
we
Them
call it.
producers, I don't fucking know.
Wait, one of
They
them was a
production.
17-year-old boy who met at a Chicago McDonald's.
He was always at McDonald's, remember? Aaliyah, remember that shit happened every time I was always at McDonald's? That was in the documentary that he was always at McDonald's.
You always been going to McDonald's.
Yeah, and they was like, only
Kids love McDonald's shit.
That's
They
what he
got a
said.
cheap taste, so kids
That's
go
what
to
he said.
McDonald's.
They were like, he loved McDonald's. He like going because that's where the kids be.
Right.
And that 17-year-old boy introduced him to another young man who was 16. And and then he forced both boys to have sex with several of his. And then
What you read that off?
That's my shade room.
The shade room?
Yeah, that's my shade room. 9 minutes.
Well, he ain't getting on no time soon.
At all.
What be taking so long?
Welcome home, Bill Cosby.
These people are like 37 now. What be taking people so long? So what do you, all right, Dr. Sasha, why do you think it takes people so long to come forth? Even like with the Bill Cosby thing, what take people so long
Embarrassment,
to
man.
come
Yeah, they
forth?
put like
To
they're
come
a
forth
victim.
though.
Being
It's something that they went through.
Years though, like embarrassment.
It's something that they went through. Like maybe they're not ready to share with the
They're not,
world, but
yeah.
maybe like other people sharing it gives them the courage to, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
it's called group strength.
Yeah.
I think it's an actual word.
But then sometimes I feel like some group people just be just like, oh, let me just try to jump on here too.
That's not the real ones,
That's
yeah.
some people.
But sometimes a lot of women, especially when it's famous guys, they don't like to come forward because they automatically think that the public is going to be in favor
They're
of them.
Very
slut
true.
shaming.
Very
Yeah,
true.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
you
I
have
agree.
to come with very, very strong evidence
For
in order
sure.
for them to believe you. And if you don't have it, then it's like, oh, she lying. The first, I mean, we all do it. The first thing we say is, oh, she
Right,
lying.
because you be like, well, why you back there at 2 o'clock in the morning? Like,
You right.
it be like certain things you feel like it's obvious. Like, well, you went back to the room 2 o'clock. What you thought y'all was gonna talk about?
Yeah.
You think I was scared, like, but you went back over there.
Yeah.
So,
Like even the Bill Cosby case,
Very
it's like,
true.
but then y'all came back to the parties again after you felt like you was violated. So you be like, well,
and kept drinking.
I'm confused.
So that is
If you
real.
put something in your drink, you kept drinking. Like, why would you do that?
That is
Yeah.
real what happens with teenagers who think they give consent to adults. They're giving consent, but then somebody tells them later in life like that was a
Right, the
violation
parents.
because they were children at the time.
And then,
Because
oh,
they gave consent, they think that it's okay that they gave consent to an adult.
Okay.
Later in life, you're like, oh, that was a violation because I was a
Yeah.
child.
right.
So that may be happening too.
Oh, okay.
And then at that point, I really think
But either way, that's wrong.
At that point.
He needs,
But
he
perversion
needs to get
is
healing
perversion.
though. At the
Yeah,
end of the
yeah.
day,
In terms
because
of R. Kelly, he's
remember
perversion
his
is
story, it was
perversion.
like it happened to him, and
Yeah,
and it's like you're making it happen to other people when you shouldn't.
So many other people though. It's like
But you're just really never satisfied when you have such a void in your life. Like
That's
nothing
crazy.
satisfies you. Boy, girl.
But I feel like you should seek healing, right?
But for him, you think he should want healing?
Just
should
in
want to
general, I
seek
feel like if
healing.
anybody's going through that, they should try to heal themselves instead of.
Because they know it ain't
they
right.
have to be aware that, like, you know, that it's a problem too. Some
You're
people
not
are not aware that it's a
acknowledging
problem.
I feel like you don't, so you
They're
think
not
that he doesn't
acknowledging.
know that
No, no,
wanting
no.
little boys is a
No,
problem?
no, no. I'm not saying that he doesn't know all.
Because he knows I'm
I feel
different.
like he does, but I'm
Like,
saying
you know
some
you're
people-
different. If I want little boy, I know I'm different.
Yeah.
So I would want, like you said,
Yeah,
what
but
is
you're
it,
not-
change
Wait, let me
up?
see. Go
I
ahead.
think you're not acknowledging when you're able to get something because you're able to get something, you become greedy. If anybody's ever been greedy by anything that you
Oh
got,
yeah. Especially anything like that's not good.
and lust brings on all of that. Like just because I can, I will, and so you end up feeding this monster that gets bigger and bigger.
So that's like basically feeding your ego.
all day, and there's no conscience. At some point, you're so, I mean, involved, yeah, into the other side, which would be an equal side that you're feeding.
But how do you cure that?
You have to want to be
Yeah.
different.
So the person has to want to.
To acknowledge it first.
So nobody can help them unless they want to.
Unless they say it's a problem. This is a problem, like you're saying.
So
At
unless
some
they can
point-
admit they have a problem.
But if you say these little boys want me, which is the whole obsession that ends up
Yeah.
happening, why would you change something if they want me? I just went to McDonald's. I'm just in a drive-thru. They came in my car. I mean, that's
That's
what
crazy.
the warped delusion will end up happening.
Yeah.
And you believe it.
So they're
That's
delusional.
crazy.
Yeah, it's very sad. Perversion is, I mean, it just feeds itself.
So basically, like,
Virgin delusion.
so basically, if he was your friend, y'all couldn't really help him. He would have to want to get help.
Yeah, even if he's my best friend from high school, and I'll say, you want to talk about this? But not right now.
But you would also have to know that's going on, because I feel like R. Kelly didn't have a lot of people
did.
know that was going on.
He did, and they were being paid.
There was an entourage.
Right, and they were being paid. They helped to lure some of those people in.
Yeah, a lot of them.
They was on payroll. They started speaking up once he stopped paying them.
Yo, I think that'd have been a fight, yo.
And that's how a lot of that started coming out because he was no longer paying them.
With the private bedrooms.
But my thing is, y'all wrong too because y'all shouldn't have been doing that
They
at
should be
all.
locked up too.
And then now so y'all want to,
Snitch when you not
Right,
getting
and
They
talk
want to
about
sit
it.
so that they don't get any time. That's
Yeah,
what
but that's crazy.
Yeah, but like I say, that's a fight. That's a like from the jump. Like if I'm out with somebody and they do something and I know that's wrong,
Right.
like, yo,
You say
don't
something.
do that shit. And definitely, like that's a fight. Like we about to fight. If you about to do something
Right.
like that, it's a problem. And if we don't need to be around
If you gonna do it, don't do it around me.
yeah.
Right. And I don't want to hear about it. Cause I don't want no parts.
You don't even bring that shit around me.
Don't that shit.
Right.
As a matter of fact, by the time you got to say something like that to somebody, you're not even supposed to be chilling with that.
Like that, nah, because
That's that, yo. Because that's gonna be a problem
yeah,
later.
that's crazy. But so that's basically an illness, but it's like it's a mental illness.
Oh, for sure.
But it's just no way to cure it unless they want to cure it.
Because they think it's okay. He thinks what he's
Perpetrator of violations on other people, and you feel empowered by it in a real warped sense. So now nobody's gonna get me. I'm gonna get them first.
Okay.
You get what I mean? So you now you're feeding that.
So now, yeah.
Now you're
And I feel like that's why a lot of people who have been like raped or molested, they become promiscuous.
all day.
Right, because of that. Because now it gives them the
Now they
sense
got
of
they got tricks in their bag now because they got them.
right.
Yeah.
But all right, explain that. So it turns around because of what?
Because they're needing to feel empowered.
Power. Because they didn't have power in that moment when it happened.
The power was
So
taken away.
take it away from them. So now they're flipping it.
They gotta
and
flip
making
it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm understanding.
I can see that.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
It does now. I never heard it like broke down like this. I was like,
Okay.
I didn't understand why that should be.
Judgmental. It's easy to become judgmental
No.
until you live that life and you're like, oh, yeah.
It's kind of like why the bully becomes a bully.
Yeah.
Like we watch Raising
Get you
Kaden.
before that.
We watch Raising Kaden. What happened to Kaden? He got beat the fuck up.
Yeah.
And he had to come back and be like, hey.
That's a little different though. Like I feel like that's a little different from a bully. Like bullies become bullies.
I
Like
never knew
different.
why bullies
Okay.
come bullies. I ain't
Well,
big
bullies,
behind
baby, I'm
bullies.
gonna get you before you get me. Like I'm gonna talk about you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna like make people
that?
laugh at you. I'm gonna like beat you up before you can tease me about
But
whatever.
you got
So-
something happened to Kaden.
But raising Kaden was different because. Well, Kaden was different because his mother was like, "What you mean you got fucked up? What you mean you crying about that shit? What you mean they took your money?
Right,
Nah,
and she
nigga,
went
she
back.
put a sock and
Right,
put all
right.
these marbles in it. We going back to the park.
But
You dealing with them or you dealing with me?
But all she did was put the battery in the back. Because if you look at it,
That's
dumb it
still not
down,
the same though.
it is the same. All she just had someone be like, listen, you need to do this so this doesn't happen to you.
She said no. She said you dealing with them or me.
Right,
That's
because
it.
why?
She told him not to be defensive.
Well, no, that's
I'ma
true.
fuck
Because
you
I
up.
mean, even when, as a kid, my mom
I'ma
was like,
fuck you up.
you better never come home, man. Like you got beat up because.
Everybody.
I'ma fuck you up.
So it's like I feel like we dying.
But that's not
So
the
my mom was like, shut up, beat all y'all
And it's
ass.
like when I think like for me, when I see some bullies, when I see a lot of bullies, like even thinking about more so like back when I was growing up and with my kids now, like come on, like those kids are like the most awkward fucking kids, the biggest fucking kids. Like they're just like the ones that like I'm gonna get you before you tease me. I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna like stomp on you. I'm gonna do all kind of shit and have everybody on my back like before you could get me. You know what I'm saying? That's a little different than what happened in. Did you watch it with him?
No.
No. She don't
You
watch
gotta watch it and then tell me if I'm
I don't
wrong.
watch it
it. She
either.
don't watch it. She don't watch it.
Yeah. Please watch that first episode. Just watch one episode.
I get what she was saying, but like,
She told him
But they are insecure. Bullies are really the most insecure in the
Right.
But that's what I say. Bullies are usually the ones that you know like fat.
But
or
what I'm
Well, that's what happened. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. That wasn't the situation.
They try to warn you like I'll beat your ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna book you up. I'm gonna this and
Where
that.
in Candace's situation, it was more like you gotta be. She told him how to be defensive.
Exactly.
after
That
he
was
did-
different. So you okay? That's what I'm saying. You
that's
watched
what
it.
I'm saying. After he hit the kid over the head, he was like, "This is the power." And then he took, because like, if you have a kid that you train to do some shit, like, and you're like, all right, don't let no one take advantage of you.
But that's still teaching them deep to be defensive.
Right.
Defensive.
But
That's
it-
not the same thing though.
Right,
Like,
but
you know what I'm saying?
and they
Some of us
twist
ain't watched
it.
Power yet.
The thing is that
Well, that's too bad. You should have watched it last week when it launched, bitch.
Damn, I like to let
You know
my
what I'm saying?
episodes build up.
Oh, that's a
I don't watch it
problem.
at all. I don't know nothing about it, but just based on what y'all saying.
Oh, I thought you watched it. She's
I
like,
know. Remember I told you when we was at studio, I said I never even watched Power. But basically,
But it came on after that,
like,
that's what I thought.
I would teach my son like don't let nobody play with you, but I'm not teaching him.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
Pick
that's what.
on somebody. But
Yeah,
somebody
it was
say
totally
something.
It's like somebody hits you, get them back.
it's very different. Yeah, it's very
Somebody hit
different.
you
But
with
it's
them
not to
back
be a
hard.
bully.
Yeah, but
You don't start shit.
They weren't even bullying him. Like, he was bragging about having money, apparently. And then they was beating him and they took his money.
And then he came back.
And so then his mother was like, as he's talking, the mother's putting the marbles in the fucking sock, like, you going back. And he just bust this little kid out.
I feel like that is being defensive, though.
Yeah. I had a couple angry moments with Raising King. So we can't really talk about this too much. Because I had a couple moments where I was like, I just didn't like the character. He wanted to, it was a little too much. Like, he was stupid. He was doing a lot. So I can't, so we can't watch it.
Common sense isn't common for everybody.
It's like, why you being in the business too
some
much?
things you be like, that's common sense. That's not common for everybody. Everybody has different life experiences.
There's a little bit. But moving along.
Moving right along. So I seen on the blogs it said, part of our ups and downs does not consist of cheating.
So I was gonna bring this up next actually too, if you didn't bring it up. I was like, cheating, is it part of the ups and downs of relationships?
So what's the ups and downs?
Yeah.
So I say no.
Unemployment.
Right? Being broke.
Oh, you said that? Okay, no.
Being broke.
Go ahead.
Death, grief.
Okay, grief.
Relationship, sickness.
Incarceration.
Okay.
There you go. But not, fuck that shit. Nah, not cheating. I don't like that shit. And I don't like that everybody tries to make it seem like that is part of the ups and downs. Like, if you get over that and you in your own relationship, y'all move past that, that's on you and that's great, that's whatever. But I don't like that people make it seem like that's supposed to be the thing. It's not okay. There you go, Tisha. She was like, exactly. So I just don't like that. But like I said, people, you can get through whatever, and I'm not saying.
I think a lot of people do that in there, the parts of the ups and downs. Like, yeah, we may have.
We have ups and downs.
Cause I did shit when I seen that, I was like, oh, okay. Cheating is not a part of the ups and downs.
Damn.
Cause I feel like, somebody in a down moment, because we done got caught cheating, and it's like we gotta work through and get therapy, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I thought that was part of like somebody down moment, and like, I don't know.
I just don't think it's supposed to be so.
Cheating versus an open relationship?
Open relationship is different. That's not cheating.
Open relationship, y'all both have that agreement though too. Yeah, that's something that y'all both
That's not
mutually
even
agree on.
considered cheating,
Cheating
at all.
is a selfish moment. Like, you made that decision on your own and you did not consider me at all.
At all.
You heard that, Mello? She
You heard
said
that?
cheating is when you consider.
You heard that, Vontae?
You don't consider.
You heard that,
You just consider yourself. You don't talk with your partner about it. So.
No.
And I get that makes sense. Why you call Vontae?
No, because she was talking real straight, and she was like, and she didn't even look to her right or her left. When people do that, that means I'm talking to who I'm talking to, and they better understand.
So open relationship, definitely is a conversation. To be
open relationship is different.
Conversation.
Yeah, you have a conversation.
It has to be boundaries. It has to be
open
boundaries. It has to be boundaries in the.
Have you been in an open
It has to be.
Why are you ignoring me?
I'm not. I kind of laughed. I said yes. And I said it because me and the person don't live in the same state, so it's like it's certain limits. Like, it's not open where like I don't even know who you fucking. I don't even know that you're fucking. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure you are.
Okay, so that's the same thing. Okay, so I don't really consider that necessarily an open relationship.
It's open because
I just feel like that is
not exclusive.
We're not even at that point yet. So that's what I'm saying.
But when we're around each other, it's
different. Yeah, it's different. So I've been in that kind of situation because I love to date somebody in another state.
Right.
Leave me the fuck alone. See you when I see you, nigga.
Right.
I don't know why, but it's actually dope. I think.
I feel like because it gives you time to miss each other too a little bit too. So when you're around each other, you want to spend the time.
You know, I really think that I feel like my ex-husband.
So what do we label that then if that's not open?
No, I think that honestly, Tasha can tell me if I'm lying because you know I'm a fake therapist too. That's what I went to school for. We both went to school for this. But I feel like my ex-husband like conditioned me with that because we were together from 18 to 19 to 35. Like I feel like him not always being around because he traveled for work. For me, that's a great relationship. Gives you time to miss each other.
But see, wait, I'm gonna tell you something in football because it's like that. It's sports period.
Yeah.
Because the guys travel so much. 80% of the marriage and divorce once they retire because now
that's all the way up there.
We're watching all day long.
Oh, now we here.
Like,
We here now. Like us now.
I'm just realizing, do I really like you like that? Like they just realize like they're really getting to know each other because you have
that is true.
You have 6 months out the year where they're so much into work, and then all of a sudden
time you travel,
it's the off season, so we taking vacations, doing little things for these 4 months, and then I gotta get back to work. So it's different. So then when you retire, they told us that we're supposing this is 75 to 80% of NFL marriages and divorce because now we're here full time. Look at the divorce rate that happened during COVID. When the divorce rate went up during COVID. 2020, because everybody's now in the house. You're not at work, separated from you. Now you got to really be around the individual who you really like think you in love with, and you realize, I don't know if I'm in love with you.
I don't know if I like you.
Right. It's like, you kind of get on my nerves.
No, so I think I agree with that. So I feel like that is something. So maybe it wasn't like even a conditioning thing. Maybe think I just like that. That now we don't see each other often, and then it gives us a chance to miss each other. We always are happy to see each other.
You're gonna be excited.
So just making it an open relationship give the couple.
We didn't say nothing about open relationship.
It's him going back to open relationship. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let him get up his
That's what we said. Go ahead, Mello. Go ahead, Mello.
Does it give the couple opportunity to miss each other to make it a better
No.
If y'all still live with each other,
we living with each other with an open relationship. I don't miss you.
Right, yo. You still see each other.
Wait. What's your definition of open relationship?
Same as everybody else.
No, because the way I'm taking it, like, it's distance.
Agreeing to.
No, that's not open.
Listen.
So Betsy, I don't think distance. I just want to say this before Mello goes on. I don't think that what we were talking about with distance, that's not an open relationship. We were saying that we were dating people in other states, and we just assumed that they were dating other people because we weren't in an exclusive relationship.
Right.
Yeah. So like we never talked about like you're my man or you're my girl. Like for us,
when
it was
they
just
come
like we
around
just
us,
it's us.
Yeah.
So I just always assumed, and I never cared though, because I know how you treat me, and I know how we are when we're on parties, so I'm not worried about it. I've always been great with that kind of stuff because
it's actually, to me, kind of.
it's better, ain't it? I love it. I need to find. Oh, go back. Go ahead, Mello. I'm sorry.
Mello.
Oh wait, what?
What's bullshit ass question?
You want the question?
No. It's because the reason I asked that question.
We don't want it.
The reason I asked the question is because you guys were talking about that, and he was talking about open relationship.
Right, we were trying to say different.
No, but you guys clarified it for him. That's why you kept bringing open relationship back up. That's why I was.
But we still didn't get his question.
His question was invalid because he's going crazy. He's going crazy. Yeah, Tia made the drink. Shout out to Tia. We love TT. Yeah, she made Mello's drink, so he's on the floor, ass wasted, talking crazy about open relationships, but they're not open. I don't even know what he's talking about right now. But no. So basically, like I said, I gotta get my life together because okay. So I'm gonna bring this up. We're not gonna use this for a clip, okay?
Well, no, Nico be doing that.
Okay, yeah, because Nico did. I was so mad. I was mad. Sidebar, Vontae, when he wasn't here. I love Nico, but he used this shit for a clip that I said about something in real life. I couldn't even repost it. I don't mind if you see it on iTunes podcast, but like for me to post it and promote it, I'm not making fun of you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. Exactly. You remember. So now I have somebody's like, they've been watching a podcast and they're like, I don't want to be a topic. I'm like, well, nigga, don't do nothing dumb. Like, you won't be a topic. But I say that also, but at the same time, I don't really like anybody like that. So I'll say whatever the fuck I want to say about anybody, right?
And then she was like, oh, damn.
I feel bad. No. But, so, I want
take your time.
Let's cut this out of the whole hour. No, seriously. Let's cut this out of the whole hour of the whole show. I just need y'all advice for real. Cause I've been dying.
So press pause.
I don't know. I may like you today. I may talk. I may be the one that tried to talk to you today. Floyd, I may bag you today, dead ass, and tomorrow I don't like you. And then you're into me now, because I try to talk to you.
And I'm gonna tell you what's crazy is I actually witnessed this, and I be like, damn, I thought you. I looked at like,
I was bored.
For the moment, yeah, it was like
I was bored. I was in the moment.
And that's why I said earlier, I said something about because it was entertainment for you, and I said that earlier. I said when you was coming out to divorce, somebody was entertaining for you, and now you realize you feel like, oh, I don't like them. I said because it was entertainment, it was showing you attention, and that's what I said. Something's entertainment for you, but you don't really be in it.
Okay, but I'm just saying that like I am like that. I know that about myself, and so for me,
I think I got it though.
Oh, you got it.
Because so some people, and there may be a couple in here, that the way that you relate to people, the way you relate to people is by pushing them away to see if they
come back.
That's not true. I don't want you to come back. If I push you away, I don't want you to come back. I promise you that.
No, let her talk.
That may be other people, Tasha. I hear what you're saying. I hear what Tasha's saying.
I know.
So why did you want them there?
Because I might do that.
Because they was cute that day, but that don't mean I like you tomorrow. I'm dead serious. I promise you. Like, if I push you away, I don't want to talk to you.
No,
I'm not
like, really like, close door. No, but this is what I be saying though. With her, I feel like sometimes they be like giving her the attention. She be like, yeah, she be feeling, and then I guess she really like just looks at them and be like, oh, I don't really like them like that. But in the moment when it first happened, she likes it, but then afterwards she be feel like, I guess looks at it like, I don't really see too much. Like at the beginning, I feel like it's just you give me attention. I like the attention, but then now I look at it like, but can I see myself with you? No, so I don't really want you like that no more. So and she's turned off.
So you just enjoyed the experience.
No, you trying
not experience. Like,
not an experience.
She like the initial attention,
the moment.
But then why do you do that? Then why do you do the push pull?
You do it.
See, you really like me.
Yeah, see, that's what. So I thought that might have been.
No, that wasn't me.
Okay, the spirit was talking to you earlier.
Yeah, that was definitely him.
Yeah.
She was mixing us up.
Like I said, Greg, I do that because.
That's the
you want to make sure they really like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do that push pull thing. I don't. If I don't want you, I'm kicking you out. You go. I don't want you.
I'm gonna do it.
And if I see that you keep trying.
How many times will you push pull?
That's true.
I might do that.
What if you meet somebody? Okay, so let me ask you this: what if you meet somebody like me that is once you push me, I don't want to come back because I feel embarrassed. Like I don't want to talk.
But can I say something real quick? Yeah. On Bigo, Takara's on Bigo now, right? Mm-hmm. And the first time she's ever even spoken on a relationship, she was like on Bigo. She was like on the panel. They were talking about Libras, and me and her sister share the same birthday.
I remember that. Yeah, she was out with us.
Right, and then she was like, well, you know, Libra guys and girls are different than us. She says, well, you know, one thing about Libras, and they were talking about relationships, she says, well, with this Libra, she says, you have to have a lot of self-confidence. She says, because there's a lot of people who's around and you wonder, well, you got all these people around, why do you like me? You know what I'm saying? She says, and at the beginning, I was just confused with so many people around and trying to fight for attention. It was like, why am I here? She never said this. I started dating her in 2005. We dated on and off a bunch since then.
You never saw how it actually impacts her
I didn't know.
in the long run.
She never spoke on it. She said it on that panel that day, last week, for the first time. I was shocked. She said, because you never know how, she said, you have to be very secure in yourself. Because there's a lot of different people that are attractive, that's around, and you just assume like.
They fuck with everybody.
She said eventually, she said he started like letting know, yeah, this is here, but it's about you. Eventually, I don't know if that was the first time. I don't even know because she didn't say what eventually was. But she said eventually I started making it be about her or letting her know, yeah, everybody here, but it's about you. Like she didn't give me like a timeline.
Yeah.
I met her when she first came off the show, and to me, I felt like, you coming off the show, you acting like a damn diva, and I don't like this shit. When I felt like I had other friends who was established and real celebrities, like, calm down. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's just her personality though, too, right?
No, that's her personality, but she just came off that show, too. So it was that too. Like you just came up and I told her this, so she could see it. And it don't matter because we had this conversation.
Don't pause.
You ain't gotta pause. So that was that thing. But for this to be the first time, but it was definitely some point later on where I probably was like, and I kind of know when it was. Probably the second time. You know what I'm saying? Where I had to be like,
more, yeah. More.
Yeah, like, because I guess it can be confusing, but if you're in your mind, you know, okay, I'm here with you, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, like being disrespectful.
And I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing at that stuff. I'm laughing because somebody recently was like, why me? They asked me the same question. And I was like, why you? I ain't trying to talk to you, nigga. You trying to talk to me. Like,
no, but people say that a lot too, like, why me? And it's like, because then they feel like you just have access to so many other people.
That was what it was.
But that's not your space. That's not what. Yeah. That's probably, and that's the thing I say. That's probably what you would have done, or that's what you do.
Yeah.
But don't put that on me. Because I'm not worried about exchanging souls and spirits and energy with everybody like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big. It's called soul touching. I'm a big. I don't know what you got going on there. I ain't hear a part of that with you every time we. So nah. I'm very clear. I always like to take my time to get to know people and all that stuff. So that's one thing about me. I can't just be with everybody. For what? I would like to stay in high demand. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, I feel like you worn out and everybody that has you. Like nobody really wants you at the end of the day. But when they turn, but they don't really want you like that. At a certain point, everybody has you.
Very true.
It's very true.
No, it's very true.
I love that. A lot of men don't speak on themselves as of high value, which you guys.
Well, I love myself first. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people don't. And that's why I feel like a lot of people gotta heal themselves too, because a lot of people feel like they have egos and all these other things that they gotta go out here and do stuff. I don't. You wanna think what you wanna think and you wanna do whatever. But that's not my thing. That's not my brand. Like I'm not to go out here and sleep with her. I don't get no awards or nothing for that, no accolades, no nothing for that.
No money.
You get some shit you might not be able to clear up later on for that shit, but I'm not with that shit. Like, no. I have respect for myself at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I want you to have the same thing. Like, no, we're not finna do that.
Yes, King.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Shout out to the king and the queen, because Leo season. You know, Leo's
but I have a bad rap because I go, and in my 20s, it might have been a little partying more. And then like just certain things, you know what I'm saying, with the boat party and all that dumb shit, but it's like as you mature, like you understand too, like, okay, let me hone this shit in, let me like,
no, for sure.
You know what I'm saying, like certain things you just can't do and you just mature with time, but like, that shit is not something that you want to just keep going on, like, grow up.
Yeah, don't get to define you.
Right, like, okay, that, like people like to always bring up the boat shit in Minnesota, like, okay, like, damn, y'all hoes are doing worse shit than that. That shit happened to make the news, but for real.
No, I feel you, and I think we all feel you. And you can turn it back on. You turned it on?
I ain't never say turn it off on my part.
I thought they did.
They turn it off on your part.
Get back on. Oh shit, I'm still talking crazy. I don't care though. I really don't care. But okay, no, I feel you on that. But we're gonna get to the last segment, and it's one of our newest segments. We got another question. Ask Mac and MEEKA. Oh shit! No. So we skipped it last week because we didn't have any good questions. But this week there was a good question.
Okay, I want to hear it.
Okay, and I wrote it down this week. Okay, my friend of almost 8 years likes a guy. We're both cool with him. We don't hang out with him and his friends, but we all interact and follow him on social media. She's liked him for a while, but has never let him know. He recently shocked me and slid in my DM.
Jesus Christ.
He wants me. Me in all caps, exclamation point. I'm attracted to him too.
Oh shit.
He said I could be missing out on the love of my life because for some crazy reason I've deemed him off limits. Help. What if he's right?
She might
First of all, she's not saying when I think about off limits.
No, off limits, she's no friend like
him.
So she has no respect for the friend.
Talk to her friend and let her friend know what happened. Do she go to?
So that's what we're asking.
That's what we're asking y'all.
I would go to the friend. Right. She would go to the friend.
Look, don't block your blessing.
Exactly. Look, how do you feel about that?
But now you feel like the friend gonna feel about you.
It don't matter.
That's a
right?
crush.
It
You know,
depends
ain't
on
nothing
your
decided. Because friend, I'm showing you, like, look, this is what it is.
But I feel like it's still gonna be a little jealousy there.
I know
feel like it's gonna be a little
friend,
jealous.
It's still gonna be. It's
friend,
still.
look, I know you like him.
I don't.
But
So she like, oh, you like him too?
for me, I wouldn't cross the line if she felt some type of way because I don't want my friend to feel some type of way about it. Like it's men everywhere.
Everywhere.
You know what I mean? So if she's like, listen, like, shit, you know, I got my thing going on or whatever. I like him or whatever, but I don't want.
I think if she needs to ask herself, is it
But
like losing
at the end of the day, it's like
Yeah.
I would go to my friend first and tell her what it is and be like, look, this is what it is. How you feel
And
about
see
it?
what her reaction
Now,
is.
what if her reaction is that you said that if her reaction is nah, don't fuck with him because I still
I
want
ain't
him.
fucking
Then you
with
don't
him.
fuck
You're not fucking
Yeah,
with
I'm not.
Tia says what?
Don't fucking
First of all,
Okay.
I'm sorry. Shanice says.
first of all, my whole thing is like I'm not gonna block my blessing.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, how do you raise a blessing?
I'm not gonna
So
block my
it's
blessing.
like,
But I'm just saying, like if he's feeling me and I'm feeling him, I can't help, you know, if my friend like him too. That's not my problem.
What if your friend made it clear first that she liked
Now
him?
she made it.
So that I feel like that's what's going on here. I feel like the friend made it clear that she
The
didn't.
friend has always liked this guy, but has never
And you were
said
like,
it.
okay.
But has never said it. And the friend
But you
has
didn't learn
never
that.
said
You
it.
didn't learn that until you slid in your DM. You didn't learn that he didn't like her back until he slid in your DM.
And the friend has never said it to the person apparently.
Right.
Like they've never had a
Dude,
conversation.
that can't be a real friend.
If she was my real
That
friend,
can't be a real friend.
she
If
should
you
be
would've been
happy
known as a
for
real
me
friend.
too.
What?
but I mean,
If you were my friend, and there's a girl that you would have known.
No. The friend and the guy have never spoken about her attraction for him.
Yeah.
The guy is not a friend.
But she told her friend how she did to the guy.
how much she likes him.
But just so happened,
It's like,
the guy is telling the opposite friend like, but I like you.
I like you. Just randomly. He's
Just
finding
randomly.
And she's like, wait, no, but my friend like you.
Yeah.
And I guess he's like,
And your friend been
you
talking about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, she always go back and tell him like, yo, this is what it is.
But like Missy says, like if the girl is not okay
Receive
with
it well.
And
She
I don't
might.
want my friend to be around knowing that my friend likes him
Yeah.
and I'm with him and my friend. It's
It's
so
a mess,
weird.
child.
It's awkward.
Yeah.
But I think Tasha said it
It
best.
can all be
Like,
bad. If we just all remain
What?
friends.
At that point,
She said you have to be prepared. You have to be prepared to lose a friend.
Okay, I like that. Tia, she's with you. Dr. Tasha said be prepared to lose a friend.
if that's what you want to do.
If that's
I
yeah.
also think like when you have a true friendship, like y'all already know boundaries, like y'all had conversations about boundaries on what you would do. Like for me, example, this is just my relationship with my best friend. If somebody like her, I don't even want to talk to them. Or if somebody like, nah, I'm good. It's so many other people out there just for our friendship.
Yeah.
So I think like most people know the boundaries
Right.
with their friendship.
Right. If my friend really likes somebody, why would I go around and just talk to that person knowing that she
Because
What if you single?
You might be attracted to that person.
You single?
She could be
And you
bad.
attracted to this, but you've been attracted to, but you left it alone.
You don't like
So she knew she was attracted to him.
So
Before he even came in her DM and
You know-
talking to her.
wait, okay, so I gotta tell the story. I didn't even think about this when I was reading and copying the message. I swear to God, I did not think about this. But that was me and my ex-husband. We had a whole long 18 to 35-year-old relationship. Married in a league and all that. I didn't even realize so we went to college together. And this is so random. Oh my God, it's the same shit. I could have blocked. I mean, like me and him are at odds now as, whatever, but we had a great life, like we had a great family, whatever. I could have blocked the blessing if I did that shit. So I went to high school with one girl, and I went to another school first, and then I went to Hofstra, right? And when I went to Hofstra, I was the new girl. I was in there, and everybody was like in my face or whatever. And my friend from high school happened to already be going there. So me and her start hanging out, and she starts telling me, I'm like, so what's up? Like, who's who? And she started telling me she liked this nigga, right? And I'm like, word? Oh, I mean, we cool. Like, me and him already stopped being cool because we lived in the same
But you
building.
didn't know who it was.
No, I knew who he was because we lived in the same building. Okay. So I knew who he was. Like, we see each other. But he knew who he was. We definitely knew who each other was. I definitely knew who he was already because we was all cool already. Right. So when she tells me that she likes him, it's probably like 3 or 4 weeks after I've already been here, right? Yeah. But she says she likes him. It's so crazy. I'm sorry, keep on showing. She's like, oh, I like him. And I'm like, oh, word? I don't even know who he talking to at the time. I'm just like, oh, word, no matter. I didn't necessarily like him then. I had liked his roommate, right? His roommate was showing me mad attention or whatever. But I was...
Attention, I said that.
Yeah, like, his roommate showed me mad attention. But the roommate that was showing, like he said, the roommate was showing me mad attention. But a couple of days in, like, the roommate used to come to my room all the time because I had like a big meal. It's a whole bunch of shit. He used to come and get food and do whatever, and I let him eat because I had a big meal plan, but I was in there half the year already. So finish that shit, I don't care. But he made it seem like he was really fucking with me or fucking me, I don't know. And I wasn't. I didn't even kiss the boy. I didn't even hold his hand, nothing. Okay. He was just hanging out. And I realized that we were just cool. We never really, like, nothing. Okay. And so me and the ex-husband there, we used to walk to class together every couple days when we had the same schedule.
Time out, but you never mentioned, you know, my homegirl, like, you never said
This is what happened. So I'm over here one day, after she tells me, tell him like, yo, what's up with, because she trying to like, whatever. He's like, nah.
And he tell you like you.
He said, nah, I like somebody else. I was like, well, who you like? Because they ain't as fly as her, like, blah, blah, blah. He was like, you. I said, oh, well, bitch, I am that bitch. Like, what? No, I didn't say that. I definitely didn't say that. But I was like, what? I was very shocked because he's a different person. He's not, like, aggressive. He's not that person. Mellow. He's not in your face or on you. So I definitely would have never known. He had to tell me.
So you didn't like your black friend?
Exactly. I didn't, but it took me a long time. But what I did, I talked to the girl, because it took me a while, because me and him, we were cool. We kept walking to class together, we kept chilling, we kept studying together, being in the same building, just doing the regular shit, but he kept bringing it up. And then I said...
She liked the attention from
No. He kept bringing it up, right. And I said, you know what? I'm going to talk to her, because I think it might be cool.
Right.
And I spoke to her, and she was like, no.
Oh, she said no?
She said no.
You're like, okay.
You like, I'm going to get losing this friend.
That's
She was at my wedding. She was. She hated me. No, she did hate me for a minute. Me and her, we were at odds for a while, for a couple of years during college. You know what I'm saying? For like 2-3 years or whatever. But then she met somebody, she wasn't thinking about him no more. We just kept going strong or whatever. But it was so crazy because she was like, no, absolutely not. I was like, but nigga, like, you be backing other niggas. Like, why you worried? She a pretty girl, like, why you worried about this motherfucker? Like, and she was like, because I said I want him. And I was like, huh? Like, it's just weird. I didn't go that deep. I didn't say that. But I was just like, and I just had to really think about it. And I talk about, but basically, at the end of the day, I guess I did not follow me. I had a little beef for a little bit. We actually, the craziest thing about it is, when you apply like for summer housing to like work on campus or whatever, you do that in advance. So I had already done that. Me and her got approved to be roommates. And then me and her started dating. It's crazy. Yeah. So like we had to deal with each other and all that kind of stuff and being in the room in the summertime but she had a new boyfriend, so it didn't matter. She had a different boyfriend than what she had before. But I mean, it was just crazy. But basically, I didn't.
Your blessing.
I clearly didn't block her blessing.
I feel like if they didn't have any dealings
and
with each other,
they didn't have any.
Exactly.
Yeah, I too amazing.
If they didn't have any dealings, if they didn't have any,
a lot of heartache.
You know what I'm saying? No sexual, no nothing, emotional connection.
So that was the thing for
me.
So that was the thing for me. Like y'all didn't do anything. I didn't kiss. Y'all didn't hold hands. Like
you just like him.
You just liked him. So I couldn't understand why it was taboo for me to even try to see where this could go.
But in the situation
that this woman is in, right? So her friend was telling her, you know, I like this guy or whatever. Now, homegirl is steady talking to this dude, knowing that her friend likes him, and she liked him as well. At some point, like, she should convey that to her friend and say, listen, I've been chopping it up with him.
Well, I think that's why I brought up my thing too. I was like, yo, I didn't realize it was similar.
Yeah.
I think that my advice would be to continue, like Mincy said,
like,
to bring it up again. Like, bring it up for real, like, in happenstance. Like, listen, you guys, I'm really digging him. I mean,
she probably felt like she was digging him first, and then you wasn't.
Well, that was the thing. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
So a both situation, like, you know what I mean, like you wasn't paying the person attention to. I'm like, yeah, and I understand how people can feel like that too. Like,
I can see that too.
Right.
Like, hey, listen, friend. Like, look, I just got
listen, friend.
Chop it up with you real quick. I've been talking to homeboy or whatever, and you know, we built some rapport with each other, and he likes me. And then just keep quiet and see what she say and see her reaction about it or whatever. He likes me. At that point, she got to think, okay, this nigga don't like me. Now, he likes you. Let's be an adult about it.
Let's be an adult.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't be like, oh, you can't talk to him or whatever. But maybe
but there's no mind to cross,
you never spoke to him and you never told him that you liked him.
Well,
Okay, wait, Matt. I have a juicier topic that I want advice on, but it's for.
Well, that's over now, so you can go ahead.
So, Tasha, you listening?
Dr. Tasha.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you listening because this one is juicy, okay? So I'm not gonna say who the person is, but she's very close to me, right? So we're gonna call her Jane.
Okay, Mincy.
Jane.
So Jane, and she's been best friends with a guy we're gonna call John for 13 years. Jane is married and John is married. But Jane has been confiding in John for everything because that's been her best friend for 13 years, long before she was married. And John confides in Jane for everything, and he's been married for 12 years. So now Jane and John are having separate marriage issues, and they've been confiding in each other. So Jane has now filed for divorce, and John has now filed for divorce.
What?
John confessed to Jane, his best friend of 13 years, that he's been in love with her all the time. But as a couple, as a married couple, all four of them used to hang out with each other. Messy. Yeah, so now John is saying that he's always been in love with Jane, even when he's like in her wedding and everything, he always felt like it should have been him.
This is
this
series on Netflix.
That's real juicy. So now Jane and John are dating.
But how did Jane feel? We've ever heard how she felt.
Jane said she never looked at him like that.
Okay.
That was always off limits. That's what made me think.
But how's she looking at him now that she's out of her relationship?
Now that she knows how he feels and she knows his qualities as a man, she's thinking maybe that's who's supposed to be for her.
But I thought you said they were dating.
They're dating now.
They're dating now.
They were best friends for 13 years.
Okay, you said how does she feel? She's clearly likes it because she's dating.
But
she's saying like she's working on looking at him outside of being her brother. So how
you dating somebody that you don't look at?
Like he's so happy.
Right.
But she's like struggling to deal with it because she's like, I looked at you like you was my friend for 13 years.
Yeah, I feel like you put somebody in the friend zone.
It's hard to come back now.
But now his family has completely disowned him for the situation because his family feels like, oh y'all, this been going on. Nobody feels like it just happened, but it honestly did. Where and then her family, some of her family is in agreement, and then her mother is like, well, you were cool with his wife, and this is like, how could y'all?
It does look shady.
How old are they? 30s, 40s?
42 and 30. No, not 40. I'm sorry, 39 and 38. And John has a 2-year-old son, and the wife has the baby doing August. What?
Oh, she's pregnant.
Oh no! And then Jane has 4 kids, but they range from 21 to 9.
That's crazy.
Well, Natasha, what you think about this?
Yeah, that's a lie.
It's a lie.
So at first I gotta put my brain
That
down.
was me still getting it all in.
their names have to be like Jamisha and Jacquees.
Yeah.
Okay, Jamisha and Jacquees. Just because I know we're not talking about white folks.
Right.
So we gotta just change it
Right.
culturally. And that's fine. So Jamisha and Jacquees. So the idea though is the fact that he's about to. Like he was just smashing his wife, like just yesterday.
10 months ago, not even. 8 months.
And so I don't know how much he like takes care of things before he starts new things, because in that way I believe in love, and it has been like laying dormant for a while, and he finally said it out loud. I believe that all day.
Yeah.
But the fact that right now it's really messy, and if she really wants, Jamisha really wants this thing to work for real, if they try to get him out the friend zone, they gonna need a little more space to make it right, to like close up some loose, or sew it up a little bit. You got a little tear going on into him. You gotta find some type of way to close it up before you really wanna do it. Because grown folks can fall in love with folks that they used to like 20 years ago. It happens all the time, and it becomes this meant to be thing.
Yeah.
I believe in that.
Yeah.
We gotta close up some loose.
Yeah, I feel, and then he's not even like somebody that she would normally date, like or her idea of like what she would date. Like he's the opposite of anything, like as far as looks, the way he dressed, everything. He's the opposite. But his qualities of a man, she knows him because that was her best friend for 13 years, and he catered to her. But she looked at it as my brother, like he'll take her kids.
So have they already been horizontal?
No. Because they're both waiting for like the ink to dry on them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they like.
Oh, they have respect.
They're trying to wait.
Yeah, the spouses still have to be like served their paperwork. And I think it's like after 30 days.
Yeah, it doesn't take long.
Yeah.
Depending on
they
how
don't
it
respond.
gets, divorce comes up.
We know.
Yeah. Well, I know that too. Wow, that's deep.
So hands.
And then we on the show
So
next week.
hands, if your
Oh,
friend likes a guy or whatever, and the guy is feeling you, would you still talk to him?
Clearly I would. So I'm not going to keep my hand down. But that was the old me. That was 18-year-old me.
If your homie liked a girl, well, guys probably would.
I like how you just did that.
I think 18-year-old me is different. I don't know if I would now. Cause I don't know if I would now, because I feel like Tia, if you like somebody and we're out, you like somebody and he like me, I don't
Right, because the thing of it is my whole thing is I'm not a hater. You feel what I'm saying? If I like a guy, you like a guy, and he picks you, I'm not gonna be mad at you because he likes you.
But not being mad, but like I said, like 18-year-old me is different.
And be like,
because if me and her out, and she been talking about a guy, and then we get to a spot and the guy is there, like then the guy I was talking about.
Right.
And he just happened to like catch me in the bathroom or someone say something. I'm not gonna talk to him. But that's a different me now than 18-year-old me.
I wouldn't want you to.
I don't think you would, but I'm just saying that I'm a different me than I was at 18.
Like if my friend, if I said that I liked a guy and my friend was so happened to be talking to that guy, whatever, and she liked him and she came and told me, I'd be like, go ahead, you know what I mean? But me personally,
because I feel like there's really no attachment there
if
yet.
it was the other way, I probably wouldn't talk to him because I don't want my friend to like someone that I like just as much. You know what I mean?
But you know what? In the early stage like that, there's really no attachment. Like you still in the early stage, that's more like lust. Yeah, like I'm attracted to them. But then once I get to know somebody, sometimes you get to know some people, you be like, oh, they're not even just you no more. Like there be some shit, you be like,
girl, go ahead.
At the beginning, I thought you was, but when you get to know some people sometimes, like some people look more attractive when you don't know them, and then when you get to know them, it's like, yeah.
That's right.
But that's how it be. So like, if it's in the early stage like that, it's like, it's kind of like, okay, whatever. But I feel like they've been having a conversation, like a lot of shit been going on between them, and they've been building, then that's different. But if it's like, it's just like, oh, you see somebody the first time, you just think you like
that's
them.
A little different, yeah.
Exactly.
No, that's definitely a little different. Like I said.
Good question.
That's what I said, and it's so crazy that I actually tied it to my real fucking life. I didn't even realize it at some reason. I'm like, yeah, girl, you better not talk to. But so my advice before I realized that it tied in was I was in a situation not too long ago.
Okay.
Okay, now my friend didn't like this person, but she had a dislike for the person, and it made it like very awkward because it was still like a. So I was gonna say just leave it alone, because even though it felt great in it and it was a great little romantic thing, afterward, like the aftermath is like so dramatic.
But your friend had a dislike because she knew something.
No, they just don't like the person.
So what they got to do with you?
But I'm saying, so our drama spread after, like, oh, y'all still talk, like, oh my God, he's so annoying, like, it's just so much. It just became a dramatic thing. It just became a dramatic thing. And I'm just saying, like, if the person, like, don't even talk to this person was gonna be my advice, but I didn't realize that it actually.
She didn't like the person though. She just didn't.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. But that's what I'm saying, so.
But MEEKA was still cool with him.
Yeah, I was still cool with that.
We know they were interested in MEEKA though.
We ended up talking, we ended up dating for a couple months. But
she had a friend who didn't like him.
Yeah.
But her friend had nothing to do with him, but just didn't like
You were
him.
bringing him around, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, MEEKA was bringing him
we
around.
was all together all the time. So they didn't
That
walk
was
him
your
around.
friend's husband's cousin. So
So
he
they
wanted to
come
be
around.
around regardless. That's
Well,
why
not really, because they had stopped being around for 2 years.
They didn't
Now,
come around because of you. They
no,
came around because of the
stopped-
husband.
No, they weren't coming around anymore.
They weren't.
Because
However,
they didn't want them around
But
anymore.
when they started coming back around, it wasn't because of you.
They didn't. No, they came for the one time because of somebody else, right?
But like I said, it wasn't
But
because
guess
of you.
what?
But they were
They
there.
started coming
That's
back
how y'all
around because of me, because she would never had invited him and had him around after that. And that was her whole thing. Like, I gotta deal with him now. And I'm like, but who cares? Like, you don't really have to deal with him. So for me, I was gonna say, just don't even deal with it, girl. Just leave that boy alone or whatever. But now that I realize that it ties into my, like, something that happened to me for real, I would say, like, you never know. You really never know, because at the end of the day, yes, I have a lot of drama with my ex-husband sometimes, but at the end of the day, we have 2 great kids, and we had a great life. So I ain't even tripping over it.
Y'all definitely did, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. Roll them dice.
Look. No. But we definitely want to thank you guys for coming out.
Absolutely.
It's been real as always. Thank you to the whole. Thanks to the new, a real niggas home. Fonzo, we love you.
Big OG Gaston.
DJ L Blaze. Blessings. And my boy Neff. It was on top today.
I forgot Neff was in the back.
But shout out to Marv with his boat trip tomorrow. We gonna be there.
Mello is
I
here.
know we had to be there
I'm surprised
earlier.
to see him downstairs.
Huh?
I said Mello is here.